Ubisoft has labelled Skull and Bones as a quadruple A game. In layman's terms, this means it was really bloody expensive. There are estimates that Skull and Bones has cost a whopping $200 million, a figure so massive it puts Ubisoft's barnacle-covered pirate game in the same ballpark as Red Dead Redemption 2, a game Eurogamer described as state-of-the-art and a once-in-a-generation technological achievement. Something tells me Skull and Bones will not be getting such lofty praise. We finally had the chance to play Skull and Bones for ourselves, and the best praise we can offer is it's not the total shipwreck everyone thought it was gonna be. Don't get me wrong, Skull and Bones gameplay loop feels repetitive, its world and characters are paper thin, and it has all the obvious trappings of the very worst of live service games. But I can't deny floating around on the ocean, blowing up ships with your mates is a pretty fun time. Improving your boat and playing dress up with pirate clothes are enticing rewards, and some gamers are more than happy to grind away at the checklist-like quests to get that done. Skull and Bones has the awkward problem of just simply not being the game I think a lot of people wanted. And the funny thing is, I think Ubisoft maybe knows it too. If you watch the big gameplay overview for Skull and Bones, you'd be excused for maybe thinking this was Rockstar Games' next big open-world period piece.
Skull and Bones is a gritty and immersive pirate action RPG experience, offering a rags-to-riches fantasy and a vast open world that can be experienced in solo and in co-op.
Hang on a sec, let's pause it right there. Now, I've played Skull and Bones, and gritty and immersive are not the first two words that jump to my mind when trying to describe this game.
After escaping the shipwreck, you'll approach the Red Isle and discover the pirate den of St. Anne, which offers up a first taste of pirate culture.
St. Anne is a collection of static cardboard NPC merchants that are effectively a user interface for selling goods.
Out in open waters, you'll come face to face with Skull and Bones' most visceral gameplay element, naval battles.
Oh, come on. Naval battles are Skull and Bones' only proper gameplay element. This trailer absolutely apes the way Rockstar Games does their gameplay reveals, but it does so in what is kind of a seedy way, almost hiding what Skull and Bones is really all about. In a gameplay trailer that is 10 minutes and 37 seconds long, it takes until the 10-minute mark exactly to talk about what this game is really all about, and that's the live service elements that should be supposedly adding value, but for some reason, they're buried in the last few seconds of the trailer like they're a dirty secret. This trailer feels disingenuous. It comes across like Skull and Bones is masquerading as a different type of game. And the annoying thing is, it's a game I'd much rather be playing. How do you make a pirate game and not include sword fighting? A concept so ridiculous, it's not been attempted since Puzzle Pirates. Skull and Bones includes absolutely zero land-based gameplay. Sorry, no, we're not accepting the awkwardly controlling player avatar, selling their shit and doing stupid poses. Assassin's Creed 4 was right there. All you had to do was get rid of all the assassin stuff. Give a development team that instruction, give them $200 million to take that rock-solid foundation to the next level, and you could have had the pirate equivalent of Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2s don't grow on trees. It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of talent, and it takes a lot of time. Ubisoft, whether or not it was at the behest of the Singapore government or not, apparently had all three. There was an opportunity here to make Skull and Bones a legacy gaming franchise, something people would look forward to for decades. It was a golden opportunity, wasted in the pursuit of chasing that cursed live service money. In a much nicer timeline, Skull and Bones is that gritty, immersive open world Ubisoft wished it was. It would have lush jungles for you to explore, filled with a dynamic wildlife system, a giant map you could explore every inch of, by land and sea. You'd cross blades with fearsome pirates with a fresh new melee combat system. You'd live the exciting history of the times in bustling settlements filled with worthwhile NPCs bringing life to the world, and crucially, you'd be free to live and do as you want as a true outlaw. Skull and Bones, sadly, is simply missing 50% of the pirate fantasy that won gamers' hearts in the now 10-year-old Black Flag. It sounds like a small thing by itself, but the epic moments in Assassin's Creed 4, where you board enemy ships and clear the galley, are replaced by a short, repetitive cutscene in Skull and Bones. For me, that swashbuckling moment where you swing across from ship to ship was probably something the devs should have drawn a circle around when designing a next-gen pirate game. How do we make more of that? Unless Ubisoft's live service roadmap for Skull and Bones is hiding some very juicy surprises, the price tag just can't justify itself here. My advice, keep your hand in your pocket and wait for a publisher to make a proper next-gen pirate epic. But what do you think? Is there a market for a pirate version of Red Dead Redemption's supercharged open world game? Do you think Ubisoft would have had more success with a single-player approach, or were they right to focus on making a multiplayer version of everyone's favourite part of Assassin's Creed 4? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and why not give this video a like while you're down there. For more top video game discussion, remember to subscribe to Ugly Sofa Gaming.